Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and I'll be talking about the most busted build in all of Space Marine 2 for hard strats and operations that got even better in patch 14.1. So, patch 14 has kind of cracked the sniper in general. First up, they made it so the targeted shot perk will apply the damage bonus here during the entire duration of lingering concealment, which means once you go cloak, your bolt carbine and your firepower bolt pistol will both benefit from like a tremendous damage bonus for a pretty ridiculous amount of time. And also in the patch 14.1 hotfix, they have buffed up the combi flamer. The pyroblaster portion now fires far faster, and the bolt carbine damage is almost equivalent to the relic tier automatic version, on top of being able to apply burn on your pyroblaster portion. So this weapon is kind of nuts at the moment, and the sniper in general is just kind of cracked. Now for the perk tree here, I just take Headhunter first into the perk here Rapid Health, then we pick up Home Precision into the perk here Divine Might. I mean, you pretty much build all damage and ammo, so Headhunter and Headhunter. Down here into Extended Magazine, Divine Might again, increased capacity, Magazine Restoration into Adamantine Grip, and the final perk here is Divine Might, like pretty much every other bolt carbine selection. Now for the secondary, we do take the firepower bolt pistol, but really any relic tier bolt pistol will work. This will work on like the heavy bolt pistols, the normal relic tiers here, like the ammo variant and stuff. But the heroic bolt pistol here, the burst fire for whatever reason is not applying that damage bonus from targeted shot anymore. But like that will probably be hotfixed in the future. But for now, I would take this one. Now for the perk tree setup, you can build it two ways. So the higher damage option is taking Great Might into Retaliation and then building up into the top tree for stuff like Divine Might, because this does have a conditional superior bonus on Retaliation, but in my opinion, you're better off just going all the way down the top tree because this is better damage in base. So number one, Perpetual Precision, moving here into the perk Headhunter, then we pick up Gunstrike Reload, increase capacity, Headhunter again into the most important perk here, which is Elite Hunter for a 50% headshot damage buff for 10 seconds on a Majora's Kill with a melee weapon. This will also apply on a melee execute. Just keep in mind you have to swap your weapon. If you swap off the weapon while this effect is active, you will lose the effect. Next perk here is Headhunter down here into Extended Magazine, and the final perk is Divine Might. Now, for the melee selection, you just take the Argent Edge. I mean, you can take whatever knife you want. It doesn't matter too much, but the Argent Edge is definitely the best. And for the perk tree here, I just take the perk Perpetual Strength first, moving here to the perk Kinetic Energy, and then we grab Perpetual Strength again into Heavy Onslaught. The perk here, Reeling Blow, Shadow Stab, Tide of Battle, Shoulder Bash, and Terminus Slayer. Now, you don't have to take the perk here, Shoulder Bash, if you don't want to. I just kind of prefer the lunging attack here because it's a far faster animation, but in my opinion, you know, that's just what I like to take. So for the perk tree, number one, Block Break. Shots will penetrate enemy block stances, dealing 50% of the usual damage. On this build, you really don't need melee damage at all. I mean, if you want to take melee mastery, you definitely can. This is a far superior perk to the other option with adaptability, because this one is multiplicative, this one is additive, but this one, like, they're both pretty good perk options. I just prefer Block Break because sometimes sword warriors are obnoxious, and this also applies to the direct damage of your Pyroblaster. Next perk here is Vantage Point. Remaining stationary for 2 seconds increases your ranged weapons damage by 20%. This will buff up the damage of your bolt carbine, your Pyroblaster direct hits, and your bolt pistol, so really high value option. And standing still for 2 seconds with the camo cloak is super easy to do, especially with the new lingering concealment buff. So for that reason, I do take this perk, but if you want to take adaptability or high capacity, you definitely can. Next perk here is always Dexterous Hands. Bolt carbines reload 20% faster, and their weapon spread recoil reduced by 15%. I mean, Iron Grip and the perk here, Lethal Efficiency, don't do anything for us, so definitely grab this. And for the team perk selection, this is also up to you. You can take Precision Targeting or Marksmanship, but Squad Renewal is the overall strongest perk in this tree, for not just yourself, but also your teammates, because CDR granted to classes like Tech Marine, you know, Assault, Tactical, even your Bulwark, is just a super strong effect if they take bolt weapons. In a lot of cases, they do. And also, the CDR, all you actually need on Sniper to live is Purification to be up, so any CDR is going to be good for that. Next perk here is Purification. Manually activating Camo Cloak from negative status effects restores all contested health. This perk is cracked. I think most of you already know that Purification is kind of nuts, so definitely pick this up. Moving here to the perk Targeted Shot and Lingering Concealment, because this is just the #1 damage combo in the game at the moment. Final perk here is Power of Excellence, because this is the best signature perk, because 30-second equipment is insane, and that's all there is for the main perk tree. Now, for the prestige perk options, I just take Emperor's Grace for Invulnerability into the perk here Versatile Precision, because this just gives you infinite ammo and will also refill your Pyroblaster portion, so you definitely want this. Without this perk, you will run out of Pyroblaster ammo all the time. And also keep in mind, on the camo cloak, you can shoot your gun immediately after cloaking to break the camo cloak and immediately send it into cooldown with lingering concealment, and that will also apply from Pyroblaster shots. And also with the new charge up time of the buff they did in patch 14.1, this thing fires very quickly and can break your camo cloak pretty much instantly, so really good synergy there. Now for the rest of the perk tree here, I just take the perk Conviction, because this is a must-have in my opinion. A 25% health damage reduction for 15 seconds on armor break is insane. This is also the best version of Conviction in the entire game, because this one lasts for 15 seconds, the others last for 10. Final perk is up to you. You could take Indomitable Spirit or Exacting Focus. I took this one here today because I just want more range damage, and that is pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I'm not kidding when I say these snipers like straight up broken for hard strats and operations. All you have to do is just run around and just camo cloak, and you pretty much never die. So this should definitely help you out in your hard strats and your team games, and hopefully this build guide helped you. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more. If you want to catch me live to ask me questions about the game or just come hang out, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description. I'll also link to my community Discord. And as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye. Oh yeah, this guy's gonna be able to do so much to us, because our class is definitely not cracked in any way, shape, or form. Let me just apply bleed to him.
Stealth ready. Line cloak ready. Escort that demon caller to the grave. The Imperial shall prevail over the ruinous powers. Chameleon. Really a beast for us to put down. I am a phantom of death. Active camouflage charged.
What can kill the sniper? Nothing. The answer is nothing. Danger. What is Danger, dude? We've never heard of her.
Readying this volley. A field full of heretic corpses is our reward. Savor it.
If you agree that Vanguard won't get the new hammer, be sick if it did. I mean, so when I say Vanguard's unlikely to get the new hammer, I say he's unlikely. You gotta understand that we're entering 11th edition, and a lot of the rule sets for these guys are from 10th edition. So not everything's necessarily gonna be 1-to-1. I already have a power axe on the Vanguard, and they don't usually have power weapons. I haven't checked that one out specifically.
Another heretic dies glimpsing the truth. Their dark god armor flies. Rearm. Unseen ice. Active camouflage charged.
Danger, I hardly know her. It's true.
Deceitful tongue silenced. My spirit grapples with stealth ready.
These days, a sniper with a combi flamer and like the broken lingering concealment buff bug is just certainly something. I didn't even consider the 10th edition, 11th edition drift when it comes to Space Marine 2. This is what I'm saying. Like when I see a lot of people go like, "Oh, we can't have this or that," I'm like, how do you know? Have you seen the codexes for 11th edition? We're not in the same edition of 40k anymore. So like a chaplain isn't necessarily stuck with like the exact same weapon type he had on the tabletop in 10th.
Familiar line cloak ready.
FTG, how come the assault's jump pack works so differently in PvP and PvE? I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's better in PvE than it is in the PvP, but I think it's more of a terrain thing.
Not a lot of good angles here, but I will make it work.
They don't want you to get stuck outside the map. That was one of the complaints you saw a lot of people say back in the day. Is that the first tour guardsman? Who else would it be? Would it be second tour guardsman, otherwise known as the FTG from Temu?
Active camouflage charge. Familiar line Familiar line cloak ready.
Second tour guardsman as a poser. Second tour guardsman is just FTG from Temu. All it is. The great value tour guardsman.
Ensure nothing further impedes your progress.
Why Bulk Carbine? Why are you the way you are? FTG is the first tour guardsman TikTok account. Actually, you, yes. I am ever present.
Our way is clear. This is not a Ministorum tomb they dug up, Captain.
We will report it to the Ordo Xenos. Continue with the mission. There are more pressing heresies that need our attention.
We will put the arch enemy in our sights shortly. Camellia line cloak ready. Target that monstrosity. Changing magazine.
Is that your usual PFP? I mean, it should. I had another one. TikTok's pain in the ass. Like the identical. It's the same one.
Foul creature pesters us no more. Active camouflage charge. Another heretic dies glimpsing the truth.
I don't know. People steal my content all the time. I don't even give a fuck at this point.
Hostile backup on the way. Camellia line. More hostiles arriving. Adjust as needed. Stealth is ready.
There's a Russian channel on YouTube that just takes all my content and then just makes it AI dubs it in Russian.
Camellia line cloak ready.
First comrade guardsman.
I am a phantom of death. Active camouflage charge. Perhaps they seek to choke our rivers with their dead.
I mean, if it's helping Russian players that can't speak English, that's good. But also, that guy's a chud.
Camellia line cloak ready. Some grenade deployed. They shall not see. The spearman is merely a beast for us to put down. Stealth ready. Their failure was the only outcome. Readying their folly.
I know tactical rework is very 50-50, but all the perks look very interesting. I mean,
Camellia line cloak active.
we don't even know if like his good perks are getting replaced, okay? So a lot of people are jumping the gun on hating on the rework. Also, a lot of people in this game don't know why these classes are good in the first place. And they complain about perks that aren't even known to be changed yet. It looks pretty cool. I mean, from how it's sounding, nothing's getting replaced. The only question is, like, if they don't replace Concentrated Fire, or if they don't replace Secure Stockpile, like, if they don't replace those three perks, that's really all you need for TAC to be broken, is Concentrated Fire, Precise Calibration, and... Where is this guy vibing?
fresh magazine. Emilio line cloak ready.
My point is, if they don't change the secure stockpile, precise calibration, and concentrated fire perk, tactical's just gonna be broken regardless. Froggy, thank you for the tier 1. I've been in traffic for an hour. At least I have this. Very Froggy like to dub in the middle of traffic. I mean, while that is true, at least there will be more interesting options. Every build doesn't have to be meta. Thank you. Honestly, true and based. I'm honestly sick of hearing people be like, is this viable? First of all, Space Marine 2's player base has no fucking idea in a lot of cases. Well, not everybody, obviously, but a lot of the people I see repeat this go like, is it viable? They don't know what viability in the game even means. Because viable would, something being non-viable, I should say, would mean you can't actually use it in like the majority of content in the game. Like, it just doesn't function. Or it doesn't function well at all, which is just not true for like damn near any build in the game at this point, especially for like the normal operations mode. That's really only true for some hard track combinations and the siege mode. So the question is, how effective are the gimmicks and are they fun to use? In a lot of cases, even the underpowered stuff still is.
Make haste, lest your tardiness lead to the harm of our blessed vessel.
I can hardly spell viable. Like, I'll post a run of something soloing, true soloing the hardest difficulty, and people be like, how is this viable? I'm like, I don't know, it's only completing the max difficulty in the game on the first try. Like, what more do you want from it? Then the obvious cope there, I hear, is people go like, oh, well, you're just really good at the game. Like, yeah, well then, if I'm that good at the game, I can probably tell you if something's bad or not, right? Because you know it was not viable for a long time? Or damn near not viable were things like the Neo Volkite. And, it's the other one. Oh, that was awkward. Purge. I think viable equals meta. Honestly true. I'll tell you, like, pre-buff, pre-attack, crack and penetrate around stuff, and like a buff of audible rifle base damage, that was the closest weapon in this game to non-viable. Taking that thing against Chaos was like actually just torturing yourself. I was disappointed when I saw the new attack perks where your Auspex is bigger and the so-called balanced attack your team will hate you. Much prefer to change like Auspex around you. I mean, all the Auspex perks are a lot more interesting than they were before.
They shall not. Active camouflage charged. Munitions here. Emilio line engaged. Emilio line cloak ready. Another heretic dies glimpsing the truth. Active camouflage charged. Readying next volley. Objective on the other side.
If it's not meta, I'm wasting my time as Sweat Lords. Yeah, except the people that are obsessed with meta are usually not even like the Sweat Lords in a game. It's usually the people that are actually pretty shit because they need the meta builds to carry them. The same thing in Darktide, you see, where like people be like, oh, can I use anything but the plasma gun in my Malice games? Like, dude, you can use whatever the fuck you want in Malice. It doesn't matter at all. You think the new hammer will have different defense types because it's all about building charges? I mean, it'll be the exact same. I'm sure it'll just have block, fencing, balance like every other weapon. I don't see how charges would change that at all.
I stole my target. Active camouflage charge. Changing against stealth. Another heretic dies glimpsing the truth. Their dark gods are but lies. Camelio line cloak ready.
The minions of the arch enemy are no more.
I thought this thing is charges like block charges. No, two entirely separate things.
I have opened the gates.
Okay, I mean the new hammer looks cool. That was like one of the coolest weapons we ever had in the game. I don't know how strong it will be. I mean, it has CDR built into it, so I guess that does sound pretty insanely strong, but
It couldn't possibly break free of Demarium's gravity in its present condition. We only require that it reach the enemy vessel and destroy it. I had thought you Astartes would possess the requisite appreciation of a vessel such as this.
The engine should provide sufficient lift, but the vessel's fusion batteries are fully depleted. There's no charge to start the ship's reactor.
There must be a solution to this fuel issue.
There is a fusion battery unit we could use to awaken the reactor. We require charging from our power plant. Those areas of the facility are compromised.
Servo-carriaging, that is no
Due to the
matter.
volatile nature of the
Every
fusion
facet of
battery,
this world
safety
is
protocols
compromised.
prevent it from moving without an attendant. Lead it along the tracks to the junction station.
hello?
Target that monstrosity. They shall not see me. Active camouflage charge. Reloading. The tracks ahead look misaligned.
There are several consoles for managing the tracks nearby. You must perform the appropriate rites of alignment to achieve the desired jump. Assume they possess the ability to extrapolate accordingly.
What can he do?
Ultramarine screen that includes for reasoning and spatial awareness.
Considering this plan of theirs, I have my doubts.
Active camouflage charged. Unseen, I stalk my target. Inserting fresh magazine. Camelio line cloak ready. Area shall prevail over the ruinous tower.
Presence of truth.
Camelio line engaged. Thousand Suns Terminators stealth ready. They should have never turned on their brothers. Camelio line cloak activated. Active camouflage charged.
Stand against me and perish.
Sniper just skips over the final portion. What clones? We don't need clones in this area.
They shall not see. Camelio line cloak ready. The army. Reloading. Rails are straightened. Keep moving.
Let's see. appreciate all your work. You've been helping me greatly. Emperor protects, and I'll have many more for you. I have a lot of ideas, an endless amount actually. How fast I can get to them all? That's always the question. I always feel like I'm 100 videos behind. I'm exaggerating. What I need is a voice box.
Take all you can carry.
I need that thing like from the dude in South Park. Not the AI voice box. An old-fashioned one.
A few less traitorous silence to worry about.
The Omnissiah has blessed you with an abundance of power. Perhaps in the machine god's infinite wisdom, they permit the transgression you're about to commit. Do not speak beyond your ken, Engine Seer. It does not take a Locust to see this as an act of desperation.
Active camouflage charged.
If you know if August is going to have a community update, yes it will. I will be covering that on this channel at the end of the month, so look for that live stream when it comes out. And also just a video I'll inevitably post. Actually, your any builds are not very strong, but still very fun. I mean, I'd say most of the builds in this game are actually pretty strong at the moment. There are some that are like disproportionately powerful, but they're not really necessary. Saber's done a pretty good job of making the sandbox be expanded, where the strong builds are pretty cracked, but you don't need them.
The spearman is merely a beast. Active camouflage charged. Their failure was the only outcome.
Also, what's strong and what's actually weak is like a matter of argument all the time. You still have people that argue between like ground pounds and wings of flame all the time. You still have people that argue that Magical's the best perk on Vanguard.
Insert stealth ready.
Can't please everyone.
Precisely what we needed. Reloading. Our adversaries are keen to lose it. Someone must guard the servo carriage.
Now that's value.
Camelio line close ready. Camelio line engaged. Perhaps they seek to choke our rivers with their dead. Thousand suns permanently look. Active camouflage charged. They shall not see. Changing magazine. Someone must guard the servo carriage. Stealth ready. To put faith in madness is to seek death. I am a phantom of death. Camelio line cloak ready.
So one of the big buffs they did to this weapon in the
Inserting fresh magazine.
at 14.1 was they made it so the delay before your Pyro-Blaster actually starts to shoot is significantly faster now. Which means you can break your camo cloak pretty much instantly, which is super nice. I would argue this is probably... Is it the best weapon on Sniper? I think in terms of utility, it kind of just is, right? You have a gigantic flamethrower, it just deals with everything for you. And applying burn is pretty useful. I mean, the damage potential of all of that's quite high. I mean, really, the best weapon on Sniper is just going to be your choice of Carbine. Pick any of them. Instigator, Bull Carbine, Heroic Bull Carbine, Heroic Instigator. Doesn't really matter.
Active camouflage.
As long as you have gun. Even the Stalker Bull Rifle. As long as you have Purification, you're okay.
Scions of treachery fall like food. Someone must guard the servo carriage. Camelio line cloak ready. in madness is to seek death. Changing magazine. Arch enemies' minions have been brought.
I'm surely Bonds of Brotherhood is the best perk in game. I mean, you know, the thing about games like this is like communities always form opinions around perks, even if like even months after the best thing is like known,
Wipe it out.
people will still just hold on to like old stuff that used to be good.
Active camouflage charged.
Not in the case of Bonds of Brotherhood, but
Imperium shall prevail over the ruinous powers. They shall not see me. Camelio line cloak ready.
that's value.
The horror has been purged. Inserting fresh magazine bin. Another heretic dies. Active camouflage charged.
What's good, FG? What's up, KNG? We are just
Camelio line engage.
combi flamering. This is arguably the best weapon on Sniper now, but like honestly, they made the best Sniper build in the game better.
Concussive ordnance thrown. Camelio line cloak ready. Second wave headed toward us. Readying next volley. They shall not see me. Active camouflage charged. Another heretic dies glimpsing the truth. Their dark gods are but lies. Stealth ready. Abomination terminated. Changing magazine.
Oh, here we go.
Camelio line engaged.
I tend to do it a little bit differently, but like that's okay.
Thousand Suns Terminator spotted. Rearming.
I've used the Prestige perk restore Flamer ammo too. Yep.
Cast sand encased in iron.
Oh wow, that was I got trolled by that name.
Charging sequence initialized. 0.01% and rising.
Talassa, we are almost there. What is your status? Engines are charging, but we are under fire. Hold for our signal. Active camouflage charged.
After new hammer and absolver pistol, a new weapon should be added.
Talassa, transmitting
Great sword.
signal now.
They're probably gonna add a great sword eventually. I mean,
It is weak.
it's something they said they wanted to do already. So somebody high up, someone high up enough to get it moved into like an actual community post, where community response wants a great sword in the game, which makes it sound like that'll probably be the next weapon because they mentioned it in the community post for the one-handed thunderhammer. Like, oh, we're sorry, but we prioritized this one this time, which just makes it sound like the next option for a melee weapon is just going to be that.
For ignition. The vessel is ready. May this machine service be forever remembered.
The Atreus is ready to launch. Lock target now.
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating trajectory.
Atreus is...
Is a Storm Vulture seen much on non-Terminators nowadays? Not really ever. Almost never. I mean, you see it occasionally in like an Assault Intercessor, but not too much. I have all the patch 14 guns now, which are the best. Combi Melta. Not the Combi Flamer, not the Melta. How does a Combi Melta work? I mean, you just shoot your gun and then aim and shoot your Flamer.